Okay, we're ready. You ready? Please stand. Class of 2021, I think that was perfect. Go ahead and take a seat. Please be seated. Good morning and welcome to the class of 2021. I would like to welcome everyone who is watching this morning and those that are here in person to help celebrate the many accomplishments of the class of 2021. On behalf of the staff and administration, we are beyond proud to share this very special day with each and every one of you. Today, we will have the opportunity to highlight many of you and your accomplishments. Some of you may not be specifically recognized during this ceremony, but each and every one of you has a reason to feel extremely proud. Each of you has worked hard over the past 12 years to get to where you are today. After our commencement ceremony tomorrow evening at Canal Park at 7 p.m., you will become a part of a prestigious group of people. You will be a Cuyahoga Falls High School alum, a group of individuals that will forever bleed black and gold. Don't let these moments pass you by, so I encourage you to soak up this formal ceremony as well as the commencement ceremony. Please remember to demonstrate the respect and love that I have witnessed in all of you this entire school year during these formal events. I would now like to introduce Mr. Stasinski, senior class co-advisor and science teacher, who will be recognizing our class officers.
First of all, good morning and congratulations to all of you. I would like to introduce your class officers. Officers, when I read your name, please stand up so you can be recognized and remain standing. First is your class president, Sophia Reese. Vice President, Charlie Davis. Treasurer, Tommy Farmer. And Secretary, Anisha Lingdon. I would also like to invite the other members of the Senior Executive Committee to stand and be recognized at this time. You were an amazing group to work with, and Mr. Rogowski and I would just like to thank you for everything you have done for this class and for this school. Thank you. You may be seated. Up next is Mr. Crane, Mrs. Culver, Mr. Harris, and Ms. Lambert to present the music awards.
Good morning. The Fred Waring Director's Award for Chorus recognizes the talent and enthusiasm of an outstanding choral member. Today's award recipient has been involved in multiple curricular and extracurricular choral groups over several years. He has been dedicated, responsible, and supportive, maintained high standards for himself, and led by example. The Director's Award for Chorus is presented to Stephen Powell. The National School Choral Award is given in recognition of singular merit, ability, and achievement of outstanding contributions to the success of the school vocal music program and of an unusual degree of loyalty, cooperation, and high qualities of conduct. The student has been involved in multiple choral ensembles over several years and has worked diligently to represent the vocal music program in the best possible light. The National School Choral Award is presented to Michael Abrams. And now I'll turn the time over to Mrs. Jen Culver to present one of the band awards.
Good morning. The John Philip Sousa Award is one of the most prestigious honors given to a high school musician. Introduced in 1955, this award acknowledges superior musicianship and outstanding dedication. As part of this recognition, the student is added to the National Sousa Registry, a national database accessible by college admission departments. I am privileged to present this award to one of the finest musicians I have known in my teaching career, Charlie Davis. I'd like to introduce Miss Courtney Lambert to present the next award.
Inaugurated in 1974, the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award is a national award honoring outstanding jazz musicians at the high school level. Perhaps the most well-known influential jazz musician, Louis Armstrong's imagination, musical skill, and love for humanity catapulted him into the forefront of American culture for several decades in the first half of the 20th century. Today's recipient of this award has been a musical leader in his section and a caring member of the Gold Tones during his entire membership. He leads by example and has greatly contributed to both the musicianship and the culture of the group. Please join me in honoring this year's recipient of the Louis Armstrong Award, Daniel Braun. And now I'd like to introduce Mr. Harris with some more music awards.
All right, our next award is the Patrick S. Gilmore Band Award. The award was established in 1994 in honor of the legendary bandmaster. This award recognizes outstanding contributions in the areas of musicianship and dedication to the band program. This year's recipient is someone who is not only a great musician, but probably one of the most respectful, humble, and hardworking individuals that I've had the pleasure of working with in the time that I've known this individual. This year's Patrick S. Gilmore Award goes to Michael Van Kuren. Okay, the last award that we will be presenting this evening is the Arian Award. This is one of the oldest and most prestigious awards given out to a high school band member. It was established in 1948 and recognizes students who are not only superior musicians, but have developed the skill to perform at an exceptional level as a musician. It has been my privilege to work with this individual over the course of their high school career, and this year's Arian Award winner goes to Will Bowers. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Craig Wargowski.
Good morning. So I'm here to present the Career Student of the Year Award. And what can I say about Gracie Lowe? She's the fastest woman in the history of Cuyahoga Falls High School. She's the third Lowe I've taught. She has a sense of humor that's delightful, but most of all, she's always there for you. She's there for her friends, for her family, for Ben, for her cat, for Kid Cudi, for her teammates, for Dairy Queen, for her community, and for her teachers. Gracie has always been there, always working hard, and always dependent. This is the reason that Gracie Lowe is the Career Student of the Year. I would now like to introduce Mrs. Samuel and Miss Kersinger for the World Language Awards.
I guess that one can. So, Waiting, good morning. I've gotten to know many of the members of the class of 2021, and honestly, y'all are truly outstanding. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for keeping Latin class as absolutely weird as normal, no matter who was in person, who was online, however it shook out. But I met this particular outstanding student as a freshman in Latin too. He had come from another district, having Latin 1 there. Near the end of our first year together, I was talking with the kids about Pompeii. Everyone was really quiet, and I hear a voice competing with my own. I stop, I look over, and I see a student like this, with his phone up, FaceTiming in the middle of class. Didn't know how to respond, so I just kind of stared. The entire class turned to look at him, and feeling the awkward eyes upon him, he looks up at me and says, "Oh, do you want me to hang up?" I'm sure you all know my response. The next day, he comes back to me with a bag of chocolate-covered pretzels in hand, apologizing, telling me that it hurt more that I wasn't mad at him, just really disappointed. Flash forward 3 years, and this same student comes to me in August, taking AP Latin, but saying, "I want to work. I want to read some Latin." And so he did this year. He read selections of Latin spanning millennia, from the earliest BC era to, Isaac Newton's treatise in mathematics. His determination, talent, energy, resilience are truly admirable, even if he doesn't know the response to the nominative cases for the subject. I'm so very honored to present this award for Outstanding Latin Student to Will Bowers. Congratulations. I would now like to introduce Ms. Samuel for Spanish and French.
Good morning. The Outstanding Spanish Student Year of the Award goes to a young lady who has taken 4 years of Spanish, including College Credit Plus. Her love of the language was evident throughout the years as she continued to grow as a language learner. It has been such a pleasure having her in class. The Outstanding Spanish Student of the Year is Emma King. Felicitaciones, Emma. The person who is receiving the award for Outstanding French Student of the Year is someone who has spent the past 4 years supporting and encouraging the love of the French language and culture in our school. She studied French for 4 years and has been the president of French Club for the past 3 years. She is going to continue her studies in French next year at Miami University with a minor in French. Please help me congratulate Olivia Aloisi. I would now like to present Mr. Hofer, the Technology Awards.
I could go forever. All right, good morning. You folks and I have something in common. We're all getting the heck out of here this year. 45 years ago, I was sitting where you are, getting ready to get out of here. I did for 20 years. Somehow I ended up back here again. You guys are why I'm here, why I was here. Students, love you. Other stuff, okay. All right, so enough on that. We'll get right to the awards because you want to get out of here, and I'm heading back to the shop. All right, Outstanding Industrial Technology Award. We have a lot of kids come through out there. I wish you all could because you need that stuff. You need to know how to use a hammer, a saw, work with electric so you don't electrocute yourself. But, some did, some didn't. These three stood out more than others to Miss Bloom, Mr. Gregory, and myself. So they were the ones that got picked. First one is Zach Chambers. Oh, there he is. Give me that. All right, second one, Cameron Hauer. There he comes. All right, and the third one is also the one that I had in golf the longest, Shane Schaefer. Oh, there he is. All right, and I won't keep you running. Good luck to you all. You're going to need it out there. All right, next award is the Language Arts with Mrs. Rogers.
American writer and civil rights activist Maya Angelou once said, "Words mean more than what is set down on paper. It takes the human voice to infuse them with deeper meaning." Whether it was intentional or not, Angelou's quote is referring to the importance of the writer's voice, the harmonious collision of the spoken and written word. The true measure of a gifted writer is someone whose voice is so strong that it can translate seamlessly from the spoken word to the written word. Someone who writes so well that the teacher can actually hear the student's voice while reading their words. This year's ELA Award winner is no different. In fact, it has been my good fortune to listen to this student's voice for not one, not two, but 3 years in Honors 11, AP Lang, and AP Lit. Whether she's writing a literary analysis, dissecting a novel, writing a rhetorical analysis discussing an author's style, or writing a weekly journal on a variety of topics, including keeping me up to date on all of the latest teenage slang, or admitting she knows a guy who can deliver 7 live chickens to me with only 20 minutes notice, I can hear her voice in my head as I read. It is one that is highly creative, confident, and witty, and one that I will truly miss. Congratulations to the 2021 Outstanding Language Arts Award winner, Paige Hilliard. And now I'd like to introduce Mr. Kern, who will present the Math Award.
Well, now everybody's favorite subject. It's really an honor for me to present what we've called the Mathematician of the Year Award. And the young man receiving it this year is one of the finest students I've had in my career. He is one of the most hardworking. As I said, this doesn't necessarily go to the best math student, but one who shows kind of the most excitement for the subject. It's one of those really cool years where those two are one and the same. Always, excuse me, whenever he would miss class, he's emailing me. He just has to stay on top of it every second. And in fact, from what I understand, he wasn't able to be here today because he is taking the AP Calculus exam. And so this year's Mathematician of the Year is Matt DePaffy. And I will leave this here, and may I introduce Mrs. Jen Schulman.
Good morning. This is an exciting day. You made it. Sometimes this journey has seemed very long and possibly agonizing. At other times, it sped past like a blur. Today we rejoice that this day has arrived and we are together. You are wearing the celebratory hat, square hat of triumph, to celebrate not the end, but the beginning. I believe you're leaving Cuyahoga Falls High School this year with a high school diploma plus. You have learned more about your personal strengths, your family's needs, your important role in our community, how much you can balance work, school, family, friends at a distance, and for some, how much Netflix you can watch while doing all of this at the same time. You are leaving knowing more about who you are than any other graduating class. Even if it's just the knowledge of the boundaries that you need, or discovering that what you don't do well or what you don't like, that gets you closer to the future true you. Knowing who you are and what you want is the most challenging question that we face. I have the privilege today to give out the Distinguished Artist Award. This year's recipient is not just an excellent artist. Over the past 4 years, I've watched them grow in skill, yes, but more importantly, in the understanding of the power of art. To bring us together, to provide a new perspective, to be empathetic, to not fear a different approach, to push us to try something silly and give us a reason to smile. and so much more. The discovery of this power led them to investigate a career in art education. She participated in the Career Tech program and took classes at KSU, all while balancing work, band, a pandemic, being the president of NAHS, and inspiring us all. She co-taught an adaptive art class with me, creating her own lessons and learning not only how to teach, but also how to navigate teaching in person and online at the same time. Her dedication to the power of art, her incredible work ethic, her can-do, can't stop me, I will plow through everything attitude inspired her classmates, myself, and everyone around her. She convinced us that we could make the art walk happen this year. We needed to put the arts back into our city, to bring our community together, bring normalcy to our city, and rally around something positive. If you couldn't tell, I think this amazing young woman has found the beginning of who she is and the power she has in the knowing. I'm so proud to have her continue to carry the torch for the arts and bring her spunk and grit to whatever she chooses to do. The Distinguished Artist Award for 2021 goes to Miss Victoria Bailey. I'd like to introduce Mr. Sal Swimmer with the Science Award.
Good morning, seniors. I have the privilege this morning of presenting the Bausch & Lomb Science Award. This honorary science award has been presented since 1933 to a student who has excelled in science. Last year, I was fortunate enough to have this student in honors physics. Those of you lucky enough to take it know what a challenge that course is. At first, this student was extremely quiet, and she was in my class last year that had a lot of personality in it. So at first I thought, well, she's just getting overwhelmed by them. I was overwhelmed by them. Those of you in that class know what I mean. Matt Hammonds was in there, so he was one of them. But as the year went on, I realized that that was not the case. She was quiet because she was extremely dedicated and focused. In that class, those of you, again, that have had it realize I try to stump you at every corner, and most of you fall victim to that. This is one of the few students that I've had I could not stump. No matter what I threw at her, she took it in stride and continued to excel. She also, this year, unfortunately, I didn't get to see her because she was already continuing her education as she's taking college classes, which she will continue this fall at Case Western Reserve University, which I know she will do good things. She was also involved in athletics, school activities, and from what I understand, she was an okay singer. Where her competitive streak, I learned, was pretty intense. And as a quiet person, it's something you don't expect to see. So this year, I have the great honor of introducing the Bausch & Lomb Honorary Science Award winner, Trinity Foster. She's in the back. And next we have Mr. Wilson.
Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Mr. Wilson. I'm one of the advisors of National Honor Society, along with Mr. Stuzinski. National Honor Society is based on 4 pillars: service, leadership, character, and service. And the officers this year had a lot on their hands. And We normally give a scholarship every year, and this year we couldn't decide on who because we had several people who did just an amazing job in making sure that we had informative guest speakers and that we actually had service projects to do with all the constraints that 2020 has brought us. So without further ado, the lucky recipients of the National Honor Society Scholarship this year, Mr. Thomas Farmer, Miss Victoria Bailey, Miss Shelby Benson, and Miss Braylon Arsenal. Please come forward. And next up will be Mrs. Collado with Student Council.
It's been an interesting year for student council events, quite challenging, but luckily we had very experienced senior exec members to get us through the process. So we'd like to recognize those people today. So today we have our student council president, Ella McEwen. I'd like to recognize her. You're our man. Our vice president, Braylon Arsenal. Our secretary, Kaylin Staples. And our publicist, Lexi Saxon. And then we also have the honor of giving away a $500 scholarship for our blood drives that we have 4 times a year. And that has been awarded to Ella McEwen. Congratulations. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate you. And up next, Mr. Kenny Johnson.
Good morning. Congratulations, class of 2021. I'd like to introduce Vice President of the Cuyahoga Falls Athletic Booster Club, Ms. Robin Sandos. She will be recognizing the Booster Club Scholarship Award winners.
Good morning and congratulations to all of you guys. On behalf of the Cuyahoga Falls Athletic Booster Club, I am honored to give 4 $500 scholarships to the following students: Janae Blake, Emma Brostowski, Gavin Holly, Brooke Woffen, congratulations. I am also here to present and am honored to give 2 $500 scholarships for the Bruce Endlich Acts of Kindness Scholarship to these 2 following individuals: Emma Brostowski and Hope Cuppet. Thank you.
Next up, I'd like to introduce Mr. Bill Huntington, who will be recognizing the Huntington Scholarship Award winners.
Good morning. First, I want to congratulate the graduating seniors. This is not an ending, but a beginning. Make the most of it. Second, these scholarships, soccer scholarships, came about because of my wife, April. Our son, Jeremy, and daughter, Lita, both played 4 years of soccer for the Black Tigers soccer programs back in the mid to late 1990s. Both had great learning experiences. After they graduated, my wife wanted to give a little something back to the soccer programs, so we started these scholarships. This year's recipient of the Girls Scholarship is Emma Bristowski. The recipient of the Boys Scholarship is Christopher Gruska.
All right, now unfortunately you got to listen to me for a while. The first 3 awards I'll be presenting this morning are awards recognized by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. The first awards are the Archie Griffin Awards. Archie Griffin is a 2-time Heisman Trophy winner from The Ohio State University. During his high school and collegiate career, Mr. Griffin demonstrated outstanding sportsmanship, integrity, and ethics. This award is given to 1 male and 1 female student who have been outstanding in their efforts to promote sportsmanship in their school and community. This year's Archie Griffin Award winners are David Pask and Tommy Thompson. The next award is recognized by the Ohio High School Athletic Association as well. This award is the Courageous Student Award. The Ohio High School Athletic Association annually recognizes a courageous student. This student has overcome or has serious illness, injury, or disability. This student athlete has dealt with great adversity in a positive way. The student has displayed tremendous courage against overwhelming odds. This year's Courageous Student Award goes to Janae Blake. The final Ohio High School Athletic Association award is the Scholar Athlete Award. This award goes to 1 male and 1 female that have earned at least 1 varsity letter and have the highest GPA in the class of 2021. This year's Scholar Athletes are Trinity Foster and Lucas Kieverkamp. The next awards I'll be recognizing are memorial scholarships. The first one is the David Emerson McDowell Scholarship. David McDowell graduated from Cog Falls High School in 1939, where he lettered in football, basketball, and baseball. He graduated from Muskingum College in 1943, where he lettered in those same 3 sports and was later inducted into their Hall of Fame. After serving in the Pacific Fleet in World War II, he earned a graduate degree from The Ohio State University. Mr. McDowell became an assistant athletic director and coach at Kent State University, where he was also inducted into their Hall of Fame. The $1,000 McDowell Scholarship Award winner for class of 2021 is Emma Bristowski. The second memorial scholarship recognized today is the Kevin Humble and Lance Hackham Scholarship. Kevin Humble and Lance Hackham were 2 of the greatest student athletes in the history of Cog Falls High School. Both Kevin and Lance excelled in and out of the classroom. Both were tragically killed in a car accident during their high school career. The Kevin Humble and Lance Hackham Scholarship Award awards $1,000 to 2 student athletes that have shined both on and off the athletic fields. This year's Kevin Humble and Lance Hackham Scholarship winners are Kevin Fratz and Emma Brstowski. I also want to recognize at this time that we will be inducting 2 seniors into our Athletic Hall of Fame next year. Both these girls earned 12 letters throughout their high school career, which is extremely impressive. Emma Brstowski, 15 varsity letters, new school record, and Janae Blake, 12 varsity letters. So I want to give them a round of applause as well. I would now like to introduce head football coach, Mr. Shane Parker.
Good morning. First of all, I'd like to say congratulations to the class of 2021. The amount of adversity and perseverance that y'all have demonstrated throughout the past year is truly awe-inspiring. So thank you for that. I'm here this morning to present on behalf of the Black Tiger Gridiron Alumni Club. The Gridiron Alumni Club is a group of supportive alumni that do their best to support the football program and those involved with the football program. And they do a really tremendous job. They've given away about $62,000 over the past 7 or 8 years in scholarships. So the first scholarship that I would like to announce is a young woman who was a captain of the cheerleading team and somebody who was highly involved with a multitude of clubs and activities in the school. Her Black Tiger pride is really evident throughout her actions and her high character. Somebody who possesses a very tremendous moral fiber and somebody who is going to do well at Kent State in their honors college to pursue a bachelor's in nursing. So the first $500 scholarship is presented to Amanda Forrester. Come on up, Amanda. You're good. You're good. Yeah. One more time, huh? Okay, the next $500 award is presented to football player who was involved, since he was a young man in the program, youth football, middle school football, all the way up through his senior year. Somebody who's not the most vocal person, but somebody who worked hard and always made sure that he was giving his best effort, regardless of the situation and regardless of what stood before him. Somebody who works extremely hard to get everything that he's earned. And this $500 scholarship is presented to Christian Casto. Come on up. Okay, and the next scholarship recipient is the big one. This is a $2,000 scholarship, and he also has the opportunity, if he takes care of his academics at the College of Worcester next year, to earn another $2,000. And this next young man was a team captain, a leader on and off the field, somebody who continues to put above the line effort in everything that he does. I know, full-heartedly that he's going to be, a great success in whatever field he ends up deciding in. I know he's bouncing back and forth between a couple, and that is Jared Andrews. Come on up, Jared. Okay, coming up next to honor our enlisted graduates, Mr. Sloan.
Morning, class of 2021, and congratulations. It is my honor to recognize our students from the graduating class of 2021 who have decided to pursue a selfless, patriotic, and heroic career after graduation. The following students are enlisted in the armed services and will be serving their country for the next phase of their lives. Would the following students please rise to be recognized whenever I call your name? Joining the Navy will be Carly Boyer. The Army, Hunter Broadway. Also the Army, Loida Delgadillo. Sorry. And lastly in the Army, Anjana Subedi. Your next presenter, not related, will be Sergeant Sloan.
Good morning. It gives me great pleasure to be here to award the Semper Fidelis Award for Musical Excellence. The United States Marine Corps is proud to have one of the finest musical programs in the world. The most notable member of the program is the Marine Band, also known as the President's Own. From Washington, D.C., this prestigious musical organization was formed in 1798 and has played at every presidential inauguration since Thomas Jefferson. The Marine Corps realizes that there would be no Marine band without dedicated young musicians. For this reason, the Marine Corps supports the high school band programs by awarding the Semper Fidelis Award. I'm honored to present this year's Semper Fidelis Award for recognition of diligence, dedication, and musical excellence as a performing high school bandsman to Olivia Aloisi. For 245 years, the Marines have been recognized as the greatest warfighting organization in the world. We earn that reputation because in the Marines, we teach every new recruit the value of physical and mental strength. Mental strength comes through academic study. We encourage our nation's youth to complete high school. We also offer every Marine several methods of going to college at our expense. I'm honored to recognize the efforts of a special student. This student has demonstrated outstanding citizenship and leadership in academics. The United States Marine Corps takes pleasure in presenting the Scholastic Excellence Award to Summer Kramer. Since the United States Marine Corps was established 245 years ago, we have enjoyed some of the most demanding physical standards in the world. We require our Marines to be in their absolute top physical condition in order for the Marine Corps to respond to our nation's call. The Marine Corps realizes that the foundation for good physical fitness is laid in the high school athletics organizations. In addition to good training habits, high school athletics are well aware of teamwork and discipline, two important elements in the makeup of a Marine. For this reason, the United States Marine Corps takes pleasure in supporting high school athletics by presenting the Distinguished Athlete Award. This year's recipient, who is being recognized for displaying courage, poise, self-confidence, and leadership in a high school athlete is Emma Brustowski. The next presenter is from the Air Force.
I don't write speeches, guys.
My name is Staff Sergeant Tranley. I'm the Air Force and Space Force recruiting officer, recruiting off from the Air Force Recruiting Office in Summit County. Sorry about that. So today I am presenting the Math and Science Awards, Mathematics and Science Awards. So I just want to take a second to congratulate you guys, class of 2021. This is completely different graduation than anything we've ever seen, right? The things that you guys had to go through over the last year and a half, as well as what we went through in our office too. It's truly phenomenal that not only are you guys here graduating after 12 hard years of work, right? But you guys are also exceeding in that standard as well. So congratulations to all of you guys. Without further ado, the Mathematics Award is for Paige Hilliard. And then lastly, the Science Award was for Matthew DePavi, who is clearly taking some time to challenge himself even further with, I think he said it was APT or AP Calculus test. Yeah, absolutely crazy, but this is for him. Thank you guys.
Okay, every year, the Akron Beacon Journal recognizes outstanding seniors in Summit, Stark, Wayne, Portage, Medina, and Southern Cuyahoga counties. These students are chosen for this award based on scholarship, participation, and leadership in both school and community activities. Each high school is eligible to nominate 2 seniors. All nominated area students will be recognized in the Akron Beacon Journal on Sunday, May 30th, and will be posted online a few days before that. At this time, I would like to recognize the representatives from Cuyahoga Falls for the Akron Beacon Journal Star students. They are Olivia Aloisi and Daniel Braun. Each year, the Ohio Lottery and News 5 congratulate the top academic achievers of the upcoming graduating class. The best of class students will have their pictures begin airing and rotate from June 7th to June 27th, 2021. It is our honor to recognize this year's best of class 2021 recipient, Summer Kramer. The next presenter is Mrs. De Leon.
Congratulations to all you seniors. I'm congratulating myself as well because, well, I get discounts for being a senior. I'm here to present a scholarship named for my mother, Carolyn Wilson Cook. My cousin, Dorothy Wilson Rapp, established the scholarship at the time of my mother's death 26 years ago. 2 scholarships are presented to worthy Summit County students every year. This $16,000 scholarship it used to pay for 4 years of college. Now it's still a big help. Thanks to Mr. Gritter for nominating one of this year's winners. My mom was the youngest of 12 children, and she and my dad had 8 children of their own within 10 years. Once my youngest sibling was in school, my mother began teaching English at Holy Family School in Stowe, and then at Bullock, and mostly at Roberts. My mom taught love by opening our home to others. We had a foreign exchange student from Germany. We had a foster sister. When our neighbor died after their spouse died, my mother took in their 3 children. She invited international students from Kent State to our house for the holidays. My mother had a rare blood type that was always in demand, so she always gave blood. She suffered for 8 years of a really rare disorder that involved heat and pain, and it required her to live in a refrigerated room. She never said, "Why me?" She always said, "Why not me?" Even in death, my mom continued to give, donating her body to Neocom, the medical school. My mother loved to ride her bike. She loved to swim. She loved music. She would be so happy to know that her scholarship was going to Caleb Wilton. Hello. Congratulations. Mr. Fink is presenting the next scholarship.
Good morning and congratulations. I'm with the Shelley Company, which is a leading aggregate asphalt and concrete supplier throughout the state of Ohio. A large part of our company is focused on giving back to the communities that we live and work in. And so the scholarship that I'm here to present is given to the student who both demonstrated excellent academic achievements as well as community donation of time and involvement as well. Each year, our scholarship program recognizes more than 20 seniors from high schools across the state of Ohio for their hard work in the classroom and in the community. Today, I'm proud to announce that Kevia Nkezi is our 2021 recipient of the $500 Shelley Scholarship. Congratulations.
Good morning. My name is Lisa Oler, and it's an honor to be here today to represent Portage Community Bank and award our third annual scholarship for $1,000 to an outstanding graduating senior. Our bank committee reviewed many exceptional applicants this year for scholarship consideration. The criteria included GPA requirements, involvement in both school activities and community service, and demonstrating a tenacity for learning and individual achievement. For this year's recipient, what stood out to many was not only the many extracurricular activities and volunteer projects, but also the overall willingness to be there for others. As mentioned by one of her teachers, she is one of the most impressive, intelligent, and conscientious students whom I've ever had the privilege of teaching. Our candidate will continue her education at Miami University, where she will major in architecture while also pursuing a double minor in art and architecture history and French. I'm proud to announce the recipient of the 2021 Portage Community Bank Scholarship is Olivia Aloisi. Our next presenter is Mrs. Carlisle with the CFEA Scholarship.
Good morning, everyone. I have the honor of serving as the president of the Cuyahoga Falls Education Association, which consists of 328 of your former teachers, all across the school district. So on behalf of all of your teachers from kindergarten through 12th grade, I am congratulating the class of 2021, and hopefully you'll see some of them later today in your clap out. Each year, we hold various fundraising events to fund scholarships for at least one member dependent and at least one CFHS graduate. So I'd like to give a shout out to Madison Walker of Kent Roosevelt, who was our member dependent winner this year, and she's the daughter of Stephanie Walker at Price Elementary. Maybe some of you had her. This year's CFHS winner was chosen based on her scholarship essay of her goals and how the Cuyahoga Falls City School District helped her achieve those, and that goes to Shelby Benson. And next up is Mr. Sloan.
Okay, this is the last time you have to see me up here today. Sorry about that. So this award goes to the Eagle Scout Award winners. So I just want to recognize this great feat. In order to be an Eagle Scout, only 4% of all Boy Scouts are granted this rank after a lengthy review process. These candidates must earn a Life Scout rank and work at least 6 months afterwards to obtain 21 merit badges. These scouts must complete a comprehensive service project that benefits others in a religious, school, or community setting. This year, the class of 2021 has 3 such Eagle Scout Award winners. If they could stand to be recognized, I would appreciate it. Mr. Kevin Fratz, Mr. Thomas Farmer, and Mr. Michael Cupper. Thank you. And now for the Academic Achievement Awards, Ms. Bogdan.
So during this next portion of the ceremony, we will have students stand as whole groups at times in order to highlight recognitions that they have already received and we feel is important to once again highlight. We will also ask students to stand and call them by name if it is a new recognition that we would like to acknowledge. Many of you will be standing for several of the categories, so get ready. Every month, Cuyahoga Falls City School District honors 1 male and 1 female as the top tiger. These students are recognized at the monthly Board of Education meetings. Please stand if you have ever, K through 12, received this award to be recognized once again. It's a lot of top tigers. You may be seated. The Cuyahoga Falls City Schools Foundation and Alumni Association awarded $131,000 to 58 students. Last week, a video of this recognition event was shown through our YouTube channel, where these students were recognized and awarded scholarships. At this time, I ask that all students that received a scholarship from this generous foundation stand and be recognized. All 58 of you. Excellent. The purpose of the President's Award for Educational Excellence is to provide incentives for students to achieve and encourage them to aspire to the highest educational standards possible. Students receiving this award have attained a 3.5 cumulative grade point average and have scored in the 85th percentile or higher on college admissions tests. Would the following students please stand as I announce your name and stay standing till the end, and we'll give you all a round of applause. Olivia Aloisi, Catherine Anderson, Phoebe Antelek, James Appleby, Braylon Arsenault, Alexandra Baker, Shelby Benson, Avery Bishop, William Bowers, Daniel Braun, Justin Cartagena, Bryce Chasar, Nicholas Ciancio, Summer Kramer, Charles Davis, Matthew DePaffey, Nicholas DePaffey, Thomas Farmer, Amanda Forrester, Trinity Foster, Christopher Gruska, Jillian Hersig, Kara Herman, Paige Hilliard, Sarah Hinkle, Lucas Kieverkamp, Emma King, Sierra Monroe, Prativa Rai, Tyler Robinson, Sergio Roper, Alyssa Marzullo, Stephen Powell, Kennedy Panuska, David Reinhardt, Kyle Smead, Michaela Spalding, and Kaya Vasquez. Please join me in giving these individuals a huge round of applause. Congratulations. You may be seated. Each year, students that participate in the 6th District Educational Career Compact are awarded a career passport. The Career Passport is a document that indicates quality and honesty of student performance in a workforce development college tech prep initiative. The recipient of a Compact Career Passport meets specific criteria. Those students that have earned a Career Passport, please stand at this time and be recognized. You may be seated. The criteria for becoming a Rotary Scholar is a 3.5 or better. All students that have been recognized as a Rotary Scholar over these past 4 years, please stand. Excellent. Stay standing. There you go. All right. At this time, I would like all students that were Rotary Scholars all 3 of their years to remain standing. So if you are all 3 years a Rotary Scholar, yes. Awesome. Okay, let's give them a round of applause. Continuing with the Rotary, they generously award scholarships to students. Those awarded are students that exemplify the Rotary's goal of peace, goodwill, and understanding. I ask the following students that receive scholarships to come forward and be recognized. Anisha Shetri-Karki, Lucas Kieverkamp, Shelby Benson, and Victoria Bailey. The following students have met the criteria to obtain an honors diploma. Among these are academic honors diplomas, career honors diplomas, STEM honors diplomas, and fine arts honors diplomas. The diploma received at commencement will signify this honor. When I say your name, please stand and remain standing. Jordan Alexander. Olivia Aloisi. Elizabeth Anderson. Catherine Anderson. James Appleby. Braylon Arsenault. Victoria Bailey. Sydney Bechter. Shelby Benson. William Bowers. Daniel Braun. Emma Brustowski. Justin Cartagena. Bryce Chasar. Nicholas Ciancio. Megan Cower. Summer Kramer. Charles Davis. Matthew DePaffy. Olivia Dolinar. Thomas Farmer. Dylan Fink. Amanda Forster. Trinity Foster. Kevin Fratz. Kathleen Gressick. Christopher Gruska. Angelina Haddad. Jillian Hersig. Kara Herman. Katarina Hutchison. Lucas Kieverkamp. Sabika Katka. Emma King. Alexandra Legowski. Ashlyn Lampa. Anisha Lingdon. Alyssa Marzullo. Emily Memmer. Emily Mishler. Kevia Nkizi. Stephen Powell. Kennedy Panuska. Mina Penny. Caitlin Phillips. Sophia Reese. David Reinhardt. Rebecca Smith. Michaela Spalding. Nathan Stanley. Autumn Tapscott. Michael Van Kuren. Madison Waters. Sabrina Werner. All of these students are earning an honors diploma. Congratulations. The National Honor Society is a prestigious organization. Students that are members of this do so much for our school and our community and truly embody the pillars of leadership, scholarship, character, and service. At this time, I ask all members of the NHS to stand. As you can see, these students wear NHS cords to symbolize their participation in NHS. Thank you for all of your service this year. The National Art Honor Society is a renowned organization that recognizes outstanding student artists for their academic record, character, and service in the visual arts. At this time, I would like the members of the National Art Honor Society to stand. These artists are adorned with a colorful rainbow cord to symbolize their dedication to bringing the power of the arts to our school and community. Thank you. The Tri-M Music Honor Society is an international honor society that recognizes students for their academic and musical achievements, rewards them for their accomplishments and service activities, and inspires other students to excel at music and at leadership. There are over 85,000 students participating in Tri-M throughout the United States. I would like all members of the Tri-M to stand at this time. These students wear pink cords to symbolize their participation in Tri-M. Thank you so much. The R.A. Horn Award is presented to one exemplary special education student from each of Ohio's 16 state support team regions. Dr. Horn, a national leader in the field of special education, leaves behind a legacy of improving the quality of life and learning for students with disabilities. This prestigious award recognizes a student's remarkable performance while in high school. Cuyahoga Falls High School has the honor of having one of its own students in the class of 2021 win this award. I am proud to announce that the winner of the RA Award goes to Gus Deese. Gus, if you're here, if you could come forward. There you are. Excellent. So right now you have to take your time and think, because if you don't stand, people at home are going to get really mad. They'll get very upset. I want every single one of you to stand if you have received any academic or athletic scholarship to any type of post-secondary institution. Could you please stand? Awesome. Let's give them a round of applause. Cuyahoga Falls High School uses the cum laude system at commencement. It is based on a student's final cumulative grade point average. During graduation practice tomorrow, we will distribute medals and cords for students to wear at commencement utilizing the following criteria. Summa cum laude is a 4-point plus, magna cum laude 3.6 to 3.999, and cum laude 3.4 to 3.599. These students will also be recognized at our commencement at Canal Park tomorrow evening. At this time, I would now like to introduce Mr. Wargowski, Career Technology Teacher and Senior Class Advisor, who will be presenting our Self-Reliance Award.
Before I get this started, can everyone just stand? You've been sitting for a long time. Like, I was hurting. I was like, I just need to stand up. I mean, Emma's probably exhausted, but the rest of us, we've been sitting here a while. All right, you can sit down. I hope you get a little stretch, feel a little better. I got a few more exercises for you, so don't worry. So the Self-Reliance Award is one of our 3 major awards that you're going to hear coming up. Self-reliance is reliance on one's own powers and resources rather than those of others. If you think about how reliant you've been over the last 2 years, it's amazing. If you think about how weird and awkward and uncertain every last week has been, I want to show you an example of how awkward this could feel. So if you guys can think back to March, 11th, was that? In 2020, we were all going on a 3-week spring break. We were like, yeah, this is awesome. And then I remember things started changing. So here's my example, and I'm going to have the adults or the older people in here do this too. So just try this. Just cross your arms. Just want you to cross your arms. Okay. Now cross them the opposite way. It's kind of how we all started feeling, like every week. It was really, really weird. You could do it, but gosh, it felt odd. You experienced a once in a lifetime global pandemic. Everything you once took for granted was taken away from you. School, sports, extracurriculars, jobs, friends, and family all came to a halt. We suddenly went crazy for Purell and toilet paper. We started to wear masks, social distance, and follow rules we were taught as children. Wash your hands, cover your mouth when you cough, stay home when you are sick, don't keep tigers as pets, enjoy Disney movies, and appreciate the things that you have. You started to feel the anxiety, depression, and lack of motivation that everyone in this world started to feel. You were tired of Zoom calls, Loom videos, and Google Classroom. You played all the video games you could, insisted you finished every Netflix series available, and you just wanted to go out to eat. But through it all, you persevered. You made the best of a horrible situation. You found things to pass the time, and each day got a little better. You started going outside. You started cherishing your time with your friends, and you maybe even started enjoying your family. You started to participate in life again. Things are slowly improving. As the district leaders gathered to determine which student most deserved the Self-Reliance Award, it was simple. It wasn't one of you, but all of you. Each and every single student that sits here today has relied on their own powers to overcome all the obstacles of the past. You all have earned your place in our hearts, and we will never forget the sacrifices you made to be sitting here today. I would like to call up your class president, Sophia, to accept the Self-Reliance Award on behalf of the 2021 graduating class. Thank you. Okay, now we are on to Mr. Smith.
Good morning and congratulations again, class of 2021. The Cuyahoga Falls Manhood Award dates back to 1947 in memory of George Robert Pinkerton, who passed away tragically within a few weeks after graduation. His classmates purchased this trophy to honor this graduate who they loved as a friend and respected as an outstanding man. We are excited to continue this tradition, recognizing a male senior who exhibits the qualities of academic excellence, sports and extracurricular involvement, responsibility, honesty, and integrity. This year's recipient of the Manhood Award is a student who exhibits academic excellence with an impressive cumulative GPA of 4.337, which has earned him National Honor Society recognition. This student has played basketball and been a leader among his high school track and cross-country teams. This young man has earned a $22,000 honor scholarship to attend Walsh University in the fall to study sports science and kinesiology. His teachers and coaches have described this young man with the following descriptions. He's a wonderful student athlete who always gives his best no matter what he does. This young man is friendly and always has a smile on his face. This year's winner leads by example by taking many honors and AP classes throughout his high school career. He is referred to as a class leader and a star cross-country runner. Teachers say that he's a true pleasure to have in class. What makes this award for this student and his family so special is that his grandmother received the Womanhood Award in 1957, and his sister received the Womanhood Award in 2019. It is my privilege to announce the recipient of the 2021 Man Award as Lucas Kieverkamp. At this time, I'd like to introduce Mr. Tom DeFrancisco to present the Womanhood Award winner.
We can do better than that. I will say almost good afternoon, since everybody said good morning to you quite a few times. So this year, it's my privilege to introduce the Cuyahoga Falls Womanhood Award winner. The Cuyahoga Falls Womanhood Award also dates back to 1947 in memory of Rowena Ross, the only woman graduate of Cuyahoga Falls High School to lose her life in active service during World War II. The purpose of this award is to encourage young women to live aspiring lives by enthusiastically participating in school activities and providing services to her school and community. This year's recipient of the Womanhood Award carries a cumulative GPA of 4.469. She has been a member of the Fall Play, One Act Festivals, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, National Honor Society, Latin Club, Garden Club, Link Crew. I will ask her to help me in my garden at home because I'm having a few difficulties. But this young lady is also a leader among students in her high school track and cross-country teams. She plans on attending The Ohio State University and study landscape architecture. According to her teachers of this year's Womanhood Award winner, she's a kind-hearted, positive role model for her classmates and teammates. She has also been described as a student who leads with a quiet confidence. She is confident, humble, and selfless. She is a very creative student with an amazing work ethic, which has helped her lead to her academic and personal and professional success. And lastly, as a talented member of the Tiger Times newspaper, she has added her professionalism and writing talents to the journalism program. It is my honor to announce the recipient of the 2021 Womanhood Award winner, Miss Kara Herman. Now, something we all been waiting for. We'll bring up Miss Schulman to get ready to pull the curtain on the 2021 artwork.
At this time, I'd like to invite to the stage our senior AP and Honors Art students, Ahmad, Tyler Robinson, Riley Oster, Victoria Bailey, and Haley Braden. Come on up. We are a small but mighty crew this year with a heavy responsibility. The class tiger is always a daunting task, trying to come up with an image that best describes the class of 2021 as a whole, and will then hang in the school as your legacy, representing in a way a time capsule of sorts that reflects the shared experiences your class has had together. So, no pressure. I have to report that after long deliberations, a lot of brainstorm sessions, we returned to the drawing board again and again, again, and again. The result of this hard work definitely paid off, though. So, are you guys ready? Pull the curtain. This year's Class Tiger reflects the abyss that we were tossed into in 2020 and the technology and bits of cloth we clung to survive. And survive we did. The concept started with an old school approach. Your classmates wanted the flavor of the old classic Tigers from the cafeteria with a twist, infusing the new and contemporary. As shown, your senior artists selected tech icons to represent that which you clung to online, in person, at home, and just to stay sane. Some of those things were Snapchat, TikTok, Messenger, and Insta. We put our thoughts on a doc, a slide, a sheet, a form, and so many more. Thank you, Google. We zoomed and loomed, we connected and we froze. We escaped through Spotify, Pandora, Netflix, Disney Plus, YouTube, and more. We shared, we liked, we commented, we shopped. We documented with pictures, video, with our cameras on, but rarely. We stayed afloat, apart, but we stayed together strong. We must acknowledge that this wouldn't have been possible without the dedication and talent of Miss Haley Braden. She took on the task of painting and designing the tiger head itself. I'm not sure she will ever agree to paint a tiger ever again. But we are sure glad she was on our team. We'd also like to thank Mr. Wargowski for his help with the digital printing aspects of the work, and Ms. Tori Bailey and Riley for the finishing final touches. I'm so proud of this excellent group of artists, and I will miss them greatly. Well done. At this time, I'd like to invite Miss Sophia Reese.
Hey guys. Um, so I have the honor of announcing our Teacher of the Year award. I have never had this teacher personally in class, but I know that all of my friends say hi to him in the hallway and never ever stop talking about him. And if you look closely, you can also see him and his cute little family eating together outside during his lunch break, which I think is the most adorable thing ever on this entire planet. So I would like to give our Teacher of the Year award to Mr. Gritter.
Hey guys, it's really awesome to be here, and they've never put me behind the mic before. But I'll have to tell you a quick story, I guess. I saw Kyler and Brooke in the hall last week. They were getting their robe or whatever, and I hadn't seen them in a long time, of course, because for many of you, it's been a year or two since we have had class together. But we got to talking, and they were saying, of course, it's weird to be seniors and be graduating and have this be kind of these last things we're doing together. And it struck me because there's so many times in life we hit this moment where like, we don't know if it's going to be the same. We don't know if we're going to see these people, or we just don't know what course it takes from here. But what I have been struck with over life and in moments like these is that just because you're not sure what's coming, you know where you came from. And so you know these people are part of who you are and will always be. And so I feel so blessed to be able to be a part of so many of your lives for the time that I got to be with you. So thanks for this honor. I will cherish it forever.
Now we do the class key thing. Essentially, each class president takes the class key and passes it down to the younger one. So, on behalf of the class of 2021, I would like to offer this key to the graduating class of 2022. We wish all of you the best as you enter your last year of high school. Make the past and the future Cuyahoga Falls Black Tigers proud of you. And I would like to give this key to Miss Kyla Kupek.
I'm very honored to accept this key on behalf of the class of 2022. Our junior class has always looked up to this class before us as role models and leaders. Your contributions to Cuyahoga Falls High School will be remembered and appreciated. Good luck to all of you in the next chapter of your lives. Our best wishes for your success and happiness.
And now we have Miss Bogdan with our closing remarks.
During the past month, Mrs. Madonia, Secretary of the Guidance Department, and Mrs. Hardy, School Counselor, have been extremely busy. We rely on you to give us accurate information that we can include in our senior recognition program. We will have these programs available online, and we are going to have one program for each of you at graduation practice tomorrow. So you'll get those tomorrow. We usually give them after today, but you're going to the clap out and we don't want you to lose them. We also have copies available at graduation practice for your family members. At graduation. If you notice any errors, please contact Mrs. Madonia and we will make sure to revise it so that you can receive a corrected one. As a close, we need to say thank you to the many people that made today possible. Thank you to the Board of Education and all central office personnel that have supported the class of 2021 along the journey. Thank you to both Mr. Wargowski and Mr. Stasinski, Senior Executive Committee Advisors. Your work with this ceremony and all the senior events is greatly appreciated. Thank you to the staff that presented today, those that helped select our many students who received special honors, and the entire K-12 Black Tiger family. The class of 2021 is here today because of the many hours that our teachers, school counselors, administrators, and support staff invest in you, and there's no better staff than that of the Cuyahoga Falls City School District, and this past year is definitely proof to that. Thank you to Mr. Fry and the stage crew for all of their work, and not only today, but for all the events that many of our seniors have taken part in over the last 4 years. Junior Executive Committee, where are you? Hi. You have big shoes to fill. Thank you for being so helpful today. Keep the tradition alive. A special thank you to Mrs. Madonia for all the hours that she has put and will continue to put into making the senior recognition program as accurate and up to date as possible. I also would like to give a special thank you to the administrative team, Mr. Johnson, Mr. DeFrancisco, Mr. Sloan, Mr. Smith. This past year has been crazy and you made it possible. So thank you so much for all of your hard work. Okay. Mrs. Hardy, step out here. Come on, show your pretty, come in. There you go. There she is. We want to thank Mrs. Hardy on behalf of the administration. I cannot begin to tell you how thankful we are for the many hours that you have put into the recognition program to ensure that it was a special day for our graduating class. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And please give her a huge round of applause, seniors. Finally, class of 2021, thank you, you did it. The class of 2021 will never, ever, ever be forgotten. We will never forget your perseverance. We will never forget your flexibility. We will never forget all that you have had to endure through the pandemic to get to this point today. We will never forget the joy that you have brought to the halls of the Falls and to this entire community. Do not be strangers. We will never stop caring about you, worrying about you, and being your teachers. You are a part of each of us, of all of our hearts, and we love you. Seniors, we have many people watching today. So class of 2021, I ask that we give these special people a standing ovation. So stand up and cheer for those people at home watching. Yay. Awesome. So can I take one more seat? So in the next week, please make sure and have a special attempt to thank these people and have stuck by your side throughout everything that you've gone through. We have one more thing we would like to share with you before we depart for our clap out. At this time, we will show the senior video that was produced and created by the Senior Executive Committee. Thank you for your attentiveness today. You guys have been amazing. Seniors, you will also need to stay seated following the video for further directions on our community clap out. But before we start the video, I have a favor to ask. I need to hear your loud voices one more time. I think you know the ending of this chant. So for all of us, and as loud as you can, here we go. And as always, awesome. Enjoy the video.
I've been trying to call. I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you can show me how to love. Maybe I'm going through a drought. You don't even have to do too much. You can turn me on with just a touch, baby. I look around since city's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone. Oh. Give me a second, I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she is waiting for me just across the bar. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses, asking about a scar. And I know I gave it to you months ago. I know you're trying to forget, but between the drinks and subtle things, the holes in my apologies, you know, I'm trying hard to take it back. So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Tonight, we are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Now I know that I'm not all that you got. I guess that I just thought maybe we could find new ways to fall apart. But our friends are back, so let's raise it down. 'Cause I found someone to carry me home tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Tonight, we are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Carry me home tonight. Just carry me home tonight. Carry me home tonight. Just carry me home tonight. The moon is on my side. I have no reason to run. So will someone come and carry me home tonight? The angels never arrive, but I can hear the cry. So will someone come and carry me home tonight? We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun.
Your little hands wrapped around my finger, and it's so quiet in the world tonight. Your little eyelids flutter 'cause you're dreaming, so I tuck you in, turn on your favorite night light. To you, everything's funny. You got nothing to regret. I'd give all I have, honey, if you could stay like that. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. Just stay this little. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. It could stay this simple. I won't let nobody hurt you. Won't let no one break your heart. No one will desert you. Just try to never grow up. And never grow up. You're in the car on the way to the movies, and you're mortified your mom's dropping you off. At 14, there's just so much you can't do, and you can't wait to move out someday and call your own shots. But don't make her drop you off around the block. Remember that she's getting older too, and don't lose the way that you dance around in your PJs getting ready for school. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up, don't you ever grow up, just stay this little. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up, don't you ever grow up, it could stay this simple. And no one's ever burned you, nothing's ever left you scarred. And even though you want to, just try to never grow up.
So we talked all night about the rest of our lives, where we're gonna be when we turn 25. I keep thinking times will never change. Keep on thinking things will always be the same. When we leave this year, we won't be coming back. No more hanging out, cause we're on a different track. And if you got something that you need to say, you better say it right now, cause you don't have another day. Cause we're moving on and we can't slow down. These memories are playing like a film without sound. And I keep thinking of the night in June. I didn't know much of love, but it came too soon. And there was me and you, and then we got real blue. Stay at home talking on the telephone, and we would get so excited and we get so scared, laughing at ourselves, thinking life's not fair. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. So if we get the big jobs and we make the big money, when we look back now, will our jokes still be funny? Will we still remember everything we learned in school? Still be trying to break every single rule? Will little brainy Bobby be the stockbroker man? Can he ever find a job that won't interfere with the tan? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. Keep on thinking it's my time to fly. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever.
We ready for a clap out? All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Your 4 class officers are gonna lead you around this school first. Okay, so follow them. You're gonna go, don't leave yet, hold on. You're gonna go out these doors. We're gonna go just around the 100s and the 400s. When you get back to the band doors, you'll see there's tables on both sides. There's a name tag for each person.